All right, Shalom, bros. Satan trying to hinder, man, but he ain't gonna stop this, man. This is an admonition for the army that's gonna march out to face this clown. So he ain't gonna stop a damn thing. But right where we left off, go ahead.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
Yeah, going back into the story of Job, the Lord told him to gird up his loins like a man. And that word man in that particular verse goes back to the Hebrew word gabar, which means warrior or man. So gird up your loins like warriors, men, and fight this fight. Somebody has to fight it, man. Shoot, hey, we're the men of our nation. We have to fight, man. We can't hide behind your woman like these clowns in this world, these beta males, man. You alpha male. Follow the true alpha, which is Yahweh Shai, man. He fought for us. He died for us. So what would you not be willing to die for your power, his son, and the brother next to you? Fight. Give it everything you have. This is the last quarter. Go ahead.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Breastplate of righteousness. Nothing can penetrate that shield right there. Like, dude, Esau, Satan trying to shoot that arrow. Righteousness is having that shit bounce off of it. It says righteousness is immortal in another place. That's the breastplate of righteousness. Can't nobody enter into there. That protects all your midsection and everything. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get in there. Not Satan, not none of his devices, none of that. We going fighting to the kingdom, man. Go ahead.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Put the shoes on, preparation of peace. Be ready to run this thing. It says we in a race, right? You know, you got to put your certain track shoes on tight so you be ready to go. They don't fall off when you're on the track. This is not a 100-meter dash, but a marathon. You got to need the shoes to withstand the battle, the war. You're going to need some shoes to really be tight on. Preparations of peace, because peace is coming to Israel. First and foremost, it is established and given unto the elect, first and foremost. But soon peace will come to the rest of our nation on the other side, and then peace is going to come to the rest of the world after the 1,000 years that Esau serves his captivity, and the heathens build up our world, restore our planet back to its former glory and even beyond. So with that, go ahead.
So like I'm going to call it, this Ephesians 6:16.
Time.
Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Above all, taking the shield of faith. But can you get the helmet of...
And to take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit,
Woo!
which is the word of the Most High.
The helmet of salvation. It said, above all, taking the shield of faith. That's where you're going to be able to run through this world without getting hit with anything, to get injured or get jabbed up. That shield of faith is just like the 300 shields. It block everything. We were fighting the shade. Then it said the helmet of salvation. Salvation is on, the helmet is on your head, right? Salvation should be on your mind. Put it on. Esau should know, like on that on Achilles' tip when he was about to fight Hector, he took it off and said, now you know you're fighting. No, we putting it on and showing Esau, now you know you're fighting. Men that's looking for salvation, the kingdom of heaven, and you ain't gonna stop us from getting there. Go ahead. And then it said the sword of the Spirit. That's your main weapon. You got to constantly sharpen that bad boy up. The war is coming. You got to be ready to take on anything, a battle axe, a sword, a goddamn hammer. You got to be able to deflect it and take a dude's head off with that sword, which is the word of the Heavenly Father through his son. Go ahead.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, which means it's like a begging to the Most High to make you stronger, to make you better, to make you to take the counsel, the admonishing. Sometimes you got to have a seat. Have a seat and learn what the hell is going on. Like you amongst the councils, you in the war council. Have a seat and see what the hell is going on. See what's going on. See how the Most High is moving in Israel. See what the Lord is doing. If he's trimming the fat, make sure yourself is not among that category. Do everything that you can do at hand. All hands on deck. We don't want this ship to sink. We need to get to our safe haven. Go ahead.
And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
Watching thereunto with all perseverance.
Perseverance.
That means to go through everything. Salaki, I gotta look up that word. Salaki, bros. Read it again.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
Perseverance. I got that word In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, perseverance, it means the quality that allows someone to continue trying to do something even though it is difficult. You got to keep going, even though it's difficult. Keep fighting, man. There ain't no excuse, man. Continue. Because you know at the end, hey, Yahushua, when he was carrying that cross, he could have just, man, I'm through with this. Like, nah, he kept going because he knew the glory that was waiting for him at the end. We know the glory that's waiting for us at the end. Why fail now? Why give up? Go hard. It says, full definition, continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or opposition, which our opposition is Satan, Esau, Edom, this world, all these clowns. They don't believe that we're those people, those men, but we are indeed those men. And we are in the building of our temple once again, and they ain't never going to be destroyed because it is a spiritual temple. It says the action or condition or an instance of steadfastness. It means to be steadfast means to continue beyond everything. Go ahead. That was it.
This could be the last verse.
Come.
And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mysteries of the gospel.
Hey, we got to make known the mysteries of this gospel. No one else knows it. Through our apostles and elders on down, we have been given these beautiful gifts. Use them, harness it, and send it back out unto the elect. Did not Yahushua say, okay, you love me, right? You say you love me. Feed my sheep. If a man don't work, he don't eat. If you working in the spirit, the Lord is going to have you in the spirit to be fed. He's going to have you in the physical too. As long as you move, as long as you persevere, as long as you steadfast on everything, the Lord is going to have you. You know, that's it. You just got to step out on faith. Hey, like on that Into the Spider-Verse, you got to take that leap of faith and just jump off that building and you Spider-Man now. You know, go ahead, Abadji.
Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, for the Lord shall fight for thee.
Woo! Hey, strive unto truth. Strive for the truth. The truth. And we know who the truth is, the way, the truth, and the life. Yahushua. You got to strive for him. You got to strive for Yahweh. Why Yahushua? And the Lord shall fight for. That's what it said?
Yeah.
And the Lord shall fight for thee, man. If death itself ain't going to move you from nothing. Hey, that goes into what Paul said. What shall separate us from the love of Yahushua? Shall persecution, sword, famine, nakedness, peril, sword, principalities, angels, demons, nothing, life, death, nothing should separate you from the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Nothing. So you got to keep it moving. The Lord's going to have you in this life. He's going to have you. He know where we at. He know we in slavery, we suffering. But you have something that other men don't have. So use it, harness it, and the Lord is going to give you your daily bread. He said he's going to give you anything you ask him if you're doing what he have commanded you to do. That's it. Brothers, take this admonishing to heart, man. It's not to make you sad, but I'm glad I made, like Paul said, I'm glad I made you sad because it was to godly repentance, man. All right? Was that it, Abadji?
If I could say something, the word right there means strive. It means to aim for,
Ooh.
to crave, and to struggle and to content.
You got to crave. Go ahead, all right.
Go ahead,
You got to crave this, man. Yeah, you got to crave it, man. You know how you crave some damn food, some ice cream? You crave a woman looking just your perfect vision of a God. Hey, how much more of that in the kingdom? You're going to have everything your heart desires. You just got to keep moving. We're on a building project, and the Lord said he ain't going to pay us until the labor is done. We have to build this temple. It has to be finished, furnished, and completed. All right? Was that it, Abadji?
Yes.
Khan, this is Ecclesiasticus. I'll start at Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 16:6. It says, but they were troubled for a small season. We're troubled for a small season. That they might be admonished, warned, having a sign of salvation. Who is that? Yahushua. We have a sign of salvation. We have it through our apostles and elders. And we're all being troubled for a small season. Just like how Esau is ruling for a small season. That they might be admonished, warned, having a sign of salvation, to put them in remembrance of the commandment of thy law. We got to keep the law, man. It said the Lord made laborious work. It should not be abhorred. With the Most High have set up from the beginning. If I said it right, that's in the Apocrypha. It said, hate not laborious work. This is a great labor, but it's a labor of love. Now let's go into the admonishing. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 13. Admonish a friend, which means warn him. It may be he have not done it. So he might not have done it yet, but you still warn him, like, be careful, to tread carefully in this situation. It may not end up the way you think it is. Tread carefully. And that's what brothers tell us every week. That's what the apostles say. It says that if he have done it, that he do it no more. If you done it, then don't do it anymore. You seen where it got you, nowhere. Just put another stone in your path, in this along the path of truth. You don't want to do that. It says, admonish thy friend, which means warn him. It may be he have not said it. So whatever you thinking in your mind, take what the brother's saying is the Spirit of the Lord talking to you. Take it and don't have no rebuttal. Don't talk back. Just take it and run with it. Ponder on it. It says, and if he have, that he speak it not again. If he made a mistake with his tongue, it said a man slipped from his, says the man slipped with his tongue, but not from his heart, not in his mind, not in his spirit. He didn't mean to say it like that, but, you know, you slip with the tongue, but just, you know, the offense came and you just forgive the brother in the sincerity of his heart, and you get better, man. Don't take nothing all personal. You know, it's just talking to me. No, it's talking to the body at large. All hands on deck, you know. It says, and then it said, admonish thy friend. It may be you have not, so like it says, admonish a friend. For many times it is a slander. So a lot of times Satan get in there. And believe not every tale. See? It says, admonish thy neighbor. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 17. It says, admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him. And not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. You got to really hash everything out and see what is the cause